In the glitzy world of showbiz, there was a guy named Park Kang. He was a famous actor who was on the rise. Park Kang was doing really well in his career at this time. He was making so much money that his mom could buy anything she wanted, no matter where in the world. He had become rich and famous, and it had made him a bit arrogant. Park Kang lived in a fancy apartment that would make even the richest people jealous. His loyal manager, Jo Yoon, was always with him wherever he went. Once upon a time, Jo Yoon had dreams of becoming an actor himself. But the unpredictable nature of the entertainment industry had crushed his dreams. So he had to give up on becoming a star and decided to be practical by becoming Park Kang's manager. His job was to take care of Park Kang's business and carefully plan out his busy schedule. One special evening, Park Kang went to an event filled with famous movie people. At this event, he got a fancy award for being the best male actor. When he went on stage, Park Kang gave a touching speech. He was surprised that he had reached this high point in his career. He talked about how he started as an actor with almost nothing, coming from a faraway place. At the same time, in another place far away, a young woman named Soo-hyun was watching Park Kang get his award on her TV. Soo-hyun used to be Park Kang's girlfriend when he didn't have much money. Back then, being rich seemed like a far-off dream. Now, she had come back from New York and was getting ready to show her own art in the busy part of Seoul. On a special Christmas Eve, Jo Yoon had plans to go home and be with his family. But his famous friend, Park Kang, had a different idea. He asked Jo Yoon to join him at a bar, a place where they used to hang out before Park Kang became a big star. The memories of their earlier days together still lingered in that bar. As they sipped their drinks, they talked about the past and remembered the journey they had shared. It turned out that both Jo Yoon and Park Kang had auditioned together for a role a long time ago, and they had made it to the final round. But luck had favored Park Kang, and he became a star. Jo Yoon couldn't help but think about how his life might have been different if Park Kang hadn't gotten that important role. He wondered about a life with a family, with his beloved Soo-hyun, and how happy it could have been. Upon hearing this, Park Kang couldn't forget about a night 10 years ago, when he said goodbye to Soo-hyun at the same bar. That was the night when they went their separate ways, with Park Kang choosing to become an actor and Soo-hyun heading to New York to learn more about art. After leaving the bar, Park Kang still wanted to have more fun and asked Jo Yoon to go to another place to drink. But it was Christmas Eve, a time when families get together, and Jo Yoon really wanted to be with his loved ones at home. He told Park Kang to take a taxi and go home by himself. As Park Kang sat in the taxi, he was pretty drunk, and he started talking openly with the driver. The driver felt lucky to have a famous actor like Park Kang as his passenger on such a special night. He assumed Park Kang must be living a fantastic life, full of happiness and everything a person could want. But Park Kang's reply was surprising. He told the driver that despite all his money and fame, he wasn't really happy or content. Then, something strange happened. The driver seemed to understand that Park Kang was feeling troubled. He asked Park Kang a mysterious question about what would he do if he could change the past. Even more mysteriously, the driver hinted that he might be able to help Park Kang make this wish come true. As the morning sun shone its gentle light, Park Kang woke up on the simple wooden floor of a modest house. He felt really confused because he was in a place he didn't recognize, and there were two kids there who were calling him Dad. What surprised him even more was that Soo-hyun, the woman he used to love, was now his wife. They explained to Park Kang that this was actually his own home, and the two kids were his own children. Soo-hyun thought he was still feeling dizzy from drinking too much the night before and hadn't fully come to his senses yet. Park Kang was still trying to understand what was going on. He tried to call Jo Yoon, but he didn't answer. Feeling puzzled and confused, he decided to go back to his fancy apartment. When Park Kang got to his luxury apartment, he walked in, but the security guard didn't recognize him as someone who lived there, which was pretty confusing. Park Kang didn't let this stop him though. He went up to the highest floor and tried to open his own front door, but his passcode didn't work, which was really strange. When the door finally opened, he found a stranger inside his own home. He was so shocked and confused that he made a lot of noise, and the security guards had to come and deal with the situation. There was a big mess in the apartment because the owner thought Park Kang was having an affair with his wife. In the middle of all the chaos, Park Kang tried to tell them he was a famous actor, but nobody recognized him, and it didn't make any difference. The whole situation ended with Park Kang ending up at the police station, feeling really angry and confused. The police officers explained calmly that the apartment didn't belong to him, according to the records. Park Kang was completely shocked, and his whole world seemed to fall apart in just one night. Things got even more confusing when Soo-hyun came to get Park Kang. She said she was his wife, but he strongly denied it. It was a really tense situation because Soo-hyun was understandably upset and thought Park Kang wanted a divorce. The police got involved and said Park Kang was confused because he had claimed to be an actor earlier. Eventually, they both went home together. Back at home, Park Kang still had doubts about his relationship with Soo-hyun. She got frustrated with all his questions and ended up slapping him to make him snap out of it. That slap made Park Kang remember the night he talked to the taxi driver, and everything started to make sense. When they got home, Park Kang met his daughter, Ro-hee, and told her that he couldn't remember anything about his life with them. Soo-hyun said she was going to visit friends after her art class and asked Park Kang to take care of the kids. But he didn't want to be responsible for them and suggested hiring a babysitter instead. Soo-hyun thought he was still drunk and told him to stop drinking and help with the bills. However, Park Kang couldn't stop thinking about the mysterious taxi driver from the night before. He decided to take the kids with him to find out the truth. Desperate to find answers, Park Kang went to the taxi company to ask about the cab he had taken on that Christmas Eve. He described it in detail, but the staff said they didn't have any taxi that matched his description, which was really disappointing. In his quest to figure out what was happening to him, Park Kang talked to his twin children for some answers. Ro-hee told him that he was indeed an actor, though not a famous one. She excitedly showed him a TV show where he had a surprising cameo appearance. Park Kang was shocked to see himself on TV. As night came, Soo-hyun asked Park Kang to explain what had happened in the morning, especially the part where he entered someone else's apartment. Park Kang finally told her the unbelievable truth, that he had ended up in this strange reality after meeting a strange taxi driver. He didn't choose to be in this life with Soo-hyun. The taxi driver had made it happen. But Soo-hyun thought his story was nonsense and couldn't believe it. When it was time for bed, Park Kang felt uneasy sharing a bed with Soo-hyun after all the strange things that had happened in his original reality. He had been used to sleeping alone for a long time, and now he was with the person he had once loved. His journey in this new life with family responsibilities had officially started. He was struggling to connect with the twins and get used to the routine and ordinary life he now had. One evening, Soo-hyun reminded Park Kang about his shooting schedule for Mystic TV, a channel that wasn't known for great ratings or top-notch movies. Park Kang didn't think too highly of the channel, even though his family was proud of him. Just then, he got a call from his friend Woo-hee, and it revealed something surprising. Park Kang in this life was not only a TV actor, but also worked in the theater and earned money from stage performances. When Park Kang and Woo-hee finally met up, Park Kang couldn't help but ask about Jo-yoon. Woo-hee explained that Jo-yoon was busy promoting his brand new movie. What amazed Park Kang was that Jo-yoon, who had been his manager in his original reality, had become a famous actor in this world. Park Kang realized that in this alternate reality, their careers had completely switched. Determined to bridge the gap between his old life and the new one, Park Kang bravely went to the agency where Jo-yoon worked. He found Jo-yoon, who still remembered him. They warmly invited each other to have a meal, and during their conversation, Park Kang learned the truth. It turned out that it was his own choice to leave the final audition and go after Soo-hyun at the airport that had made Jo-yoon an actor in this reality. With the insights he gained from their lunchtime talk, Park Kang went to meet Soo-hyun at her gallery. Jo-yoon's words had shown him that, in this world, he had given up on the audition to be with Soo-hyun, which was very different from his reality where he had chosen to leave her to pursue his acting dreams. This new information changed how Park Kang felt and what he wanted to do with Soo-hyun. Park Kang couldn't help but wonder what would have happened if Soo-hyun had gone to New York 10 years ago. Soo-hyun, however, was happy with their current life, enjoying her time with Park Kang and their twins. Once upon a time, on a special night, Woo-hee and Park Kang gave an amazing performance on stage, and the audience loved it. Jo-yoon, on the other hand, was struggling to stay awake, feeling really sleepy. After the show, they all went for a dinner, and Jo-yoon paid for it. During this meal, Jo-yoon's interest in Woo-hee started to grow, reminding him of the affection they had for each other in another life. Jo-yoon even left his credit cards behind, telling them to enjoy a big meal. Meanwhile, at Park Kang's house, he was having a lively party with Soo-hyun and her friends. They were enjoying the tasty dishes they had brought from the restaurant earlier. Even though Park Kang wasn't very famous in the acting world here, he was quite popular with the ladies in the neighborhood. The next morning, Park Kang's mother came to visit. She was different in this reality compared to his own world. She was a bit more particular, especially when she found out that Park Kang had quit his job. After spending time with her son and grandkids, Park Kang took her to the terminal for her trip back home. She had hoped for her son's acting career and gave him some money. She also asked him to treat his family well and honored his father's memory by buying flowers for his grave. Park Kang did what she asked, but he didn't like going to his father's grave because it brought back painful memories he wanted to forget. In another part of Park Kang's life, he went for an audition, and he did really well in acting. But something surprising happened. The people who were picking actors for the movie knew that Park Kang was close friends with Jo Yoon, and they spent a lot of time together. Instead of offering a role to Park Kang, they asked him to convince Jo Yoon to be in their movie. Park Kang was surprised by this and told Jo Yoon about it. It turned out that Jo Yoon had actually avoided taking the audition on purpose because he wanted Park Kang to get the role and provide for his family. He knew Park Kang was tired of going to auditions all the time. Jo Yoon needed someone he could trust to help him with his career, so he offered Park Kang a job as his manager. But Park Kang wasn't sure if he wanted this unexpected and not so great change in his life. The next day brought some tough challenges for Park Kang. He had a hard time getting in touch with Soo-hyun. He also found out that she wouldn't be teaching art classes at her gallery anymore. Things got even worse when he took his twins to the playground, and Rohee asked about the autographs actors give to their fans. Park Kang wanted to show her how to do it, and Rohee wished for a future where her dad could sign autographs like famous actors. But their day took a sudden bad turn when Rohee got hurt, and they had to take her to the hospital. Then, something surprising happened. Soo-hyun showed up at the hospital and told Park Kang that she had been working at a convenience store. Park Kang felt hurt because she hadn't told him, and he felt like he wasn't providing for his family like he should. This was really upsetting for him, and when he checked his ATM, he found out his bank account was empty. In this different life, Park Kang felt really disappointed. He thought he had wasted the last 10 years of his life. He didn't have many choices, so he reluctantly agreed to be Jo Yoon's manager. He used his own experiences to do the job well. He made schedules, took care of Jo Yoon while he was working, and made sure the paparazzi couldn't bother him. Park Kang didn't stop at just managing. He also gave Jo Yoon advice on things like how much money he should ask for in movies and endorsements. He wanted to help Jo Yoon make more money with his 10 years of experience in the industry. Sometimes he even read scripts, which was something he hadn't done in a long time. In his old life, Park Kang had been too lazy to learn his lines properly. Jo Yoon had to work really hard to learn his lines, and it made some extras quit their jobs. The directors saw Park Kang's hidden talent and gave him a chance to act in the movie. Park Kang was excited and did a great job, impressing the director and his family back home. He started taking his role as the head of the family more seriously, and he loved his family even more. He also felt secure with his income, so he could pay bills easily. But Soo-hyun noticed a change in Park Kang. She thought that his newfound wealth had made him a different person. Park Kang wanted to give his family the best, but he was starting to care too much about material things, like in his old life. Soo-hyun, on the other hand, loved the simple life they had in their small house, where they had made lots of great memories with their twins. She was worried that moving to a fancy apartment would take away those precious moments. This disagreement caused tension and arguments between them. One night, Park Kang couldn't sleep, so he went to his children's room for comfort. He had a deep realization that in this life, having a lot of money wasn't the most important thing for happiness. He had learned from his mistakes in his old life. Even though he didn't have a lot of money now, he found real happiness with his family. It was very different from his old life, where he had money but was lonely. As time went by, Park Kang was able to let go of his past and focus on the present. He worked really hard in a drama with Jo Yoon, and people loved his acting. The director even suggested that Jo Yoon and Park Kang switch roles, saying Jo Yoon was better as a manager. This success made Park Kang go from being just an extra actor to being a respected professional in the field. Even though Park Kang became a successful actor, he still worked as Jo Yoon's manager. When Jo Yoon won the prestigious Best Actor award, he surprised everyone by saying that he could only achieve it because of Park Kang's unwavering support. He even said that Park Kang was a better actor than himself. To celebrate his award, Jo Yoon invited Park Kang for a drink at the bar. During their talk, Jo Yoon told Park Kang about a tempting opportunity, a role in a foreign drama that would take 3 months to film. Jo Yoon really wanted Park Kang to do it, but Park Kang said no right away. He couldn't imagine leaving his family for such a long time, and he wanted to find work closer to home. In an honest moment, Jo-yoon told Park Kang that he had feelings for Woo-hee, the woman they both knew. He envied Park Kang's life, where he had a warm family, and he wished he could have the same. In a surprising twist, Jo-yoon even said that he was willing to switch lives with Park Kang. As the night came to an end, Woo-hee came to pick up Jo-yoon, while Park Kang decided to take a taxi home. It was Christmas Eve, just like the year before when Park Kang's life had suddenly changed. He got into the taxi, and the driver's words from earlier echoed in his mind, reminding him that he would soon go back to his old life. Park Kang was torn between his past and his present. He wanted to stay in this new reality, but he knew he couldn't change fate. To his surprise, the taxi suddenly stopped, and to Park Kang's amazement, he realized that the driver was his father, who had passed away. His father told him how sorry he was for putting work before spending time with his son. This emotional conversation made Park Kang realize that he had never really talked to his father until the day he died. Filled with strong emotions, Park Kang went home and hugged his children tightly, savoring the special moments he had with his family. As the night got darker, Park Kang gently put his children to bed, their innocent faces etched in his memory. He knew that by the next morning, this part of his life would be over. Later, Soo-hyun showed him a picture of Park Kang as a child, standing with his father. Their relationship had been ordinary, but the unexpected meeting with his father in the taxi had changed how Park Kang saw the importance of spending time with family. His last day in this reality ended as he lay next to his wife, trying to appreciate the bittersweet realization that had come to him. The next morning, Park Kang woke up in his fancy apartment, feeling really sad about losing the life he had come to love. Jo-yoon came in, and Park Kang asked about Soo-hyun, who was having an art exhibition in the city. Jo-yoon said she was there and told Park Kang it was the last day of the exhibition. Park Kang was surprised because in his dream, it felt like a whole year had passed, but it had only been one day in real life. Before he left, Park Kang told Jo-yoon to try auditioning for another role, and he would pay for it. Determined to find the art exhibition, Park Kang hurried to get there. When he arrived, he got really worried because it looked like the event was ending, and they were packing up the paintings. But then he saw a painting he recognized. It was a picture of the house from his dream. Just then, Soo-hyun showed up and asked him why he was there. Park Kang didn't waste any time and asked her about the inspiration behind her painting. He took Soo-hyun to the actual place that was in her painting, and he started to understand that even though it had been a dream, it had been the happiest time of his life. 2 years later, Park Kang and Soo-hyun got married. They had twin children, Ro-hee and Ro-hee. But in this new reality, he started his life's journey with Soo-hyun right from the beginning. The end. So the moral of the story is never underestimate the life-changing power of a taxi ride with your dad, especially on Christmas Eve.